What is going on, y'all? Sight Perspectives, GeoFucks here, and this is gonna be one of them videos. Now, it's so much going on. It's so much going in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop Double OG. Yeah, I just kind of felt like saying that, but somehow, some way, I keep coming up with funky ass rhymes like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and smoke a little weed as I breeze through a. But this is not about that. This is about what's going on in the trans community, in the LGBTQIA plus community, with a specific focus on the transgender community. Number one, I want people to understand, or try to get people to consider this viewpoint, consider this perspective. Transgender is an adjective, right? So like it's an adjective to describe a person, you know, like how that's a black person, or that's a white person, or that's a heterosexual person, or that's a cisgendered person, or that's a biological man or a biological woman, you know, since everyone is so afraid of saying cisgendered. Means the same thing. Anyways, so just to potentially consider the perspective, right? So we have two Congress representatives, okay? We have two political officials who are trans women, transgendered women. Trans is an adjective, right? It's to describe, right? Transgendered women, trans women, who happen to be white trans women, or at least perceived to be white trans women. And they're elected officials. They are elected officials that were voted upon. You know, they ran their election bid, their campaign bid, and people, their constituents in their particular district, their particular state, location, congressional district, etc., voted for those two trans women to represent them, those two white trans women to represent them. Okay? And here we are. It's 2024. It's literally about to be 2025. And Project 2025, like, y'all think everything is a joke, and it's not. But then to some people, you know, if it doesn't affect them, they don't care. They simply just do not care. Like, I am literally realizing that more and more and more and more, like, and accepting it as well. Like, some people simply do not have the capacity to care for others. Like, it's not even a second, third thought. Like, they don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Now, you have one of the trans women, okay, I think her name is Sarah. I think it's Sarah. Information will be in the description box below, okay? Fact check me. Information will also be in the description box below, right? Look it up yourself. Research yourself, right? Critical thinking skills matter. Lord knows we need them. Oh, you can't believe that an intersex trans man who's black, who's also pretty much kind of like, I'm a proud agnostic, but I also know as I'm what you would call a humanist. I'm a humanist. I'm secular. I'm a humanist. And yet I'm also agnostic. And basically what that means is that I cannot full outright disapprove that there's a higher being, that there's deities, that there's, you know, a God, right? A creator. Okay, there's angels. I can't full out deny that it's not real, and at the same time, I can't fully prove that it's real either. I respect people, though. I respect their beliefs. I don't agree with them, obviously, but I respect them, right? I believe that you have the freedom to believe how you feel. You know, that's your belief. That's your belief. I'm not here to tell you how to believe. I'm here to be myself, and if I can get you to start thinking about different perspectives, different ideologies, different concepts, different beliefs, different opinions, even if you just to take them into consideration, right? Then that's cool. If not, that is cool as well. But the point of this all is to say there are trans people who have been elected to represent people, to represent their constituents. I mean, we're basically in Hunger Games, you know what I'm saying? We're in full-blown... Lord Jesus. Oh, anyways. So, we're basically in Hunger Games, Hey... I don't know how I got blessed to have this person in my life, but I got blessed to have this person in my life. But we're in Hunger Games, right? And we have different people representing us, right? They're representing the district, okay? And people have different views and opinions even within marginalized communities. You have some trans people who do not agree with the newly elected congressperson. You have people who think she's a sellout. I think it's Congress Sarah. I need to get their last name and first name correct. But you have people who think that she's selling out, that she's a coward, that she's bowing down. And then also there's people who are like, while that is a trans person who has been elected, that doesn't represent the entire trans community. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people who are fully in support of her. They are trans and they also support what she's doing. If you don't know, we have a cisgendered woman or a biological white woman, same thing, who is like, you know what? This is her. Sexual assault victims. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. We are going to be discussing potential sexual assault, sexual abuse, rape. This is very deep. This is very traumatizing. This is very real. So trigger warning. If you don't want to hear anything like that, or you're not prepared to hear anything like that, this is your time to consider clicking off the video or pausing it for the next 1 to 2 minutes. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. You say I'm a snowflake. You say I'm a freak of nature. You say all these things. But you know what? I was raised to be considerate of others. And holy shit, even though you don't like me, you don't agree with me, you hate me, you don't want me to have rights, you don't want me to live, I still consider your feelings. Which is fucking crazy. Considering how you don't consider mine. But it's just wild how some of us were raised, and some of us, anyways. To each his own, right? We all are different. Trigger warning. Okay, so the biological white woman, cis woman, same thing, is like, we don't want men coming into the women's bathroom, into women's spaces. Trans women are not men. So I don't see the problem with a trans woman coming into the woman's bathroom and going to the bathroom. What's also wild is in the woman's bathroom, and I would know a thing or two because I have the unique experience of being born intersex and raised as a girl. Very unique life. I tell you, I've been through a lot of things. a lot of things. I had some positives. I had some privileges. I am privileged in many ways. And I'm also marginalized, underprivileged. You know, I have some bad things, some good things, some okay things. I have lived a life, right? This has been my journey. So I've had experiences being raised as a girl, born intersex, being raised as a girl. I have experiences in the women's bathroom, and you know what? There's stalls in the women's bathroom. So like, you literally will go in the bathroom, which is a room, and then there's stalls, which is like a makeshift closet for you to take a shit or piss or throw up or whatever the hell you're doing in the bathroom. It really doesn't matter to me as long as you're not physically assaulting, abusing, or harming anybody else. I don't care what you're doing in the bathroom stall, because you know what? I'm taking a number 1 or a number 2. I'm not really entertaining, like, oh my God, what are they doing over there? Do you have a penis? Do you have a vagina? Do you have a hole? Do you have a booty hole? What do you have down there? It's not my business personally, right? But as we all know, to each his own, right? They don't want her to go to the bathroom, or anybody transgender to use the biological sex, right? Cisgendered, biological, cisgendered, biological, cisgendered, same thing. They don't want, us to use the bathroom unless that is your biological. And here's the thing. How do you address us intersex people? I'm intersex. I was literally born intersex. Okay? I was never male or female. I had a combination of various hormones. I had some abnormalities that were very obvious to the eye. I've been through some things. And the point is, I was never male or female, right? Because I was born intersex. You know how many people are born intersex? You know how many people who are intersex and don't even know that they're intersex? I'm just being honest. It's a lot more than you think. 6 degrees of separation. You probably know somebody. I can guarantee you know somebody that's LGBTQIA+. You just don't know because they're not comfortable coming out and telling you, because you're not a safe person, in my opinion. And or you probably are friends or family or colleagues or co-workers with somebody that's transgendered, non-binary, LGBTQI+. And I want people to understand too, transgender is an umbrella term. Okay? Because a lot of people also think that that trans women are the only trans people. There are transgendered men. There are transgendered masculine people. There are people who are non-binary. There are people who are gender fluid. They are agender. They are bigender. There are different genders. There are different ways of expressing your gender and showing up as who you are, in my opinion, in my experience. And you can disagree. I'm not here to force you to agree, but I am here asking that you consider there are differences, and everyone's not going to be like you, and that's completely okay, because you're not like me, and that's fine. I accept you for you. Everybody wants to talk about freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what it's supposed to be about, living in the United States of America with the 3 Ks. No, but that's how it's supposed to be in America. At least that's what we're told. At least that's what I took away from it. That's how I seen it, right? That's how I saw it for a while. And then I started realizing as I got older and older and learned and researched and had experiences and really took in deep perspectives of others, and I saw, no, People have different beliefs and ideologies and ways of lives and perspectives and opinions. Some of us agree, some of us disagree, some of us are kind of in the middle, in the neutral zone. But when I think about, now this is my opinion and my perspective, when I think about freedom, it's not just for white folks. It's not just for cisgendered or biological, same thing, people. It's not just for rich or wealthy people. It's not just for Christian Protestants. It's not just for able-bodied. It's not just for, it's for everybody. It's equality. Everybody. And my thing is this: there are gender neutral bathrooms where it doesn't matter what gender you are, what sex you are, it doesn't matter how you identify. It's a gender neutral bathroom. You can just go in there and take a number 1 or a number 2, and you know what, it's yours. Or you could take your kid in there by yourself, and they lock the door. Some of them are locked. Some of them have stalls that lock. Most stalls lock. There's protection, right? There is a form of protection. I'm not saying that it's 100% protective, but there is a form of protection. But here's the thing: when, in my opinion, this is my opinion and belief, and I know you're not gonna, everyone doesn't agree, and that's okay. I respect that you don't agree with me. I understand that you don't agree with me, but this is my opinion and my perspective, and I'm sharing it too, right? I'm sharing it too. I got an asshole too. Sometimes it's farty, sometimes it's IBS, sometimes it's, you know, what in the hell is going on? It's stress. But I got an asshole too. You know how they always say opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. Friends, no, ass, holes. How many of us have them? Opinions. How many of us have them? Okay, anyway, sorry. So, my opinion, my asshole, my perspective is, and my lived experience as an individual, a part of this society, a part of the intersex, the black, African American, people of color, transgender, LGBTQIA+, gay, queer community, working class community. I got many different ideologies and memberships to different fucking clubs. Holy shit, I'm popular. Oppression, popularity. Anyways, I'm really on something right now. But anyways, let me get to the point. I see trans women as trans women. I see biological women as women. Biological women are women. Transgender women are women. That's how I see them. Intersex women are women. I respect you for who you are, who you say you are, who you tell me you are. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I do accept you, and I will learn. I will do right. I will make amends. I will correct my bullshit. But I see transgender women as women going to the bathroom. I see transgendered men as men going to the bathroom. I see intersex people, intersex men going to the bathroom, intersex women going to the bathroom, non-binary people going to... We have to urinate or defecate or do both. The point is, we are releasing. I'm not coming in here to see what you got over there in the stall. I don't want to smell you, see you. Nah. I'm too busy trying to make sure I'm not... I'm trying to make sure it ain't like that. Because I'm not trying to, you know, have y'all in the bathroom stall. This is horrible. It stinks. Holy shit. Who died? I don't want you like that. So I'm trying to, you know, I got my own issue in the bathroom stall that I'm in. I don't care what you got going on. Now, when they're talking about predators, part 2.